Let's see here. 12. This is exactly what we just went over today. I went over this. Again? Okay. Let's see. This molecule is which one? That guy. I'm not projecting? What about now? Okay. Okay, so that molecule has a pKa of what? 15. And why do I know it's the acid? Because look at it. There's the hydrogen, and then on the other side here, it's gone. That's the definition of an acid, right? It donates a proton. So that's our acid. We could call it that. There's our acid. So that has to be our conjugate base. And then RZH, that's 25. So that would be our conjugate acid. So this would have to be our base. Just like that. Okay, what does it say? Identify the acid and base, conjugate bases. Okay, done. At equilibrium, circle the side of the reaction that will be favored following the reaction. We see that's the acid 15, that's 25. Where's the weaker acid? The one on the left or on the right? The right. Okay, it's going to be favored to the right. Using the mechanism arrows, draw the forward reaction. Okay, if that's the acid, that's HA, so that means this lone pair has to come in, grab it, and kick it off like that. Just 2 blue arrows, done. That's the mechanism.
Can you calculate the magnitude?
And also calculate magnitude. Okay, math on the fly. 25 minus 15, what does that equal? 10. Okay, so is it 10 times to the right? No, it is 10 raised to the 10, so that's like a lot. Okay? Okay, what was the another problem you wanted to go over? 8, I heard 8. 7. Okay, by show of hands, who wants 8? And, okay, who wants 10? I think 8 won. What functional group do we have? An alcohol. So when you go to the pKa table to get a rough estimate, so that molecule that's shown in molecule X, you will not find that structure in the pKa table. But you will find one of the ones in answer choices A through D in the pKa table. So which one of those molecules would you look at to kind of get a rough estimate? Well, it makes logical sense. If your X is an alcohol, then find a freaking alcohol on the table. All right, what do you have? Answer choice B, carboxylic acid. What's C? That's an alcohol. D's an alcohol. Okay, so now whittle it down. Does my molecule X have a carbonyl carbon? No, so let's just scratch out C. Does molecule X have a halogen next to an alcohol? No. Cross it out. But does X have an alcohol with 2 carbons on it? Yes. Is molecule X a secondary alcohol? And that matches A. That's what we're doing. That's the logic and the reason that you have to use. You can't be like, ask to match perfectly. Because if that was the case, then your book would be like 20 billion pages long because there's so many molecules out there. Well, you can't put everything in a table. So you have to use some reason behind it. Let's see what time. Okay, we have time for one more. We did 8, 12, 10. What's this one? Which carbon has the most S character? So this goes back to general chemistry. Okay? If we have sp, sp2, sp3. So when we look at the ratio of s orbitals to p orbitals, when we look at the sp, we have one s and one p. So that means we have 50% s character, because it's a 1-to-1 ratio. When we look at the sp2, we have one s and two p's. Okay, so that's a 1/3, or 33%. And then for sp3, 1 and 3. So that's a 1/4. So we have 25% S character in an sp3. So now you just look at the atoms up there. Which one has the most S character? It should be an sp. Do we have an sp hybridized atom up there? Which one? What number? 9. That would have the most S character. Does that make sense? I'm just curious. Did you guys learn that in Gen Chem? Does that sound familiar, or is that not? No. You did not know that? No. Okay. Now you did. Right? S character. Let's see. I want to see what you guys came up with this for problem 7. How many? Let's see. Let's just do it. I'm just going to pull you A through what? E? Raise your hand if that's what you answered, okay? So for question 7, who answered A? Show of hands. All right. B. C. 1, 2, okay. D. No D's. No. What about E? I failed. Well, if your performance reflects my teaching ability, then I failed. The answer is C. And did I not get up and scream and yell and do a song and dance about amide nitrogens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did I not do that and scream and yell at you guys? There is a lone pair. Okay, class. Someone up front said, "Hey, there's a lone pair. There's 4 groups." Remember, let's go review the tape. I said there are 4 groups around that. Just freaking memorize. Amide nitrogens are sp2 hybridized. Do I need a bounce ruler? Get that in your heads and your brains, guys. Now, I gave an explanation as to why. Why is that? Is that lone pair localized or delocalized? Delocalized. Because you can draw a resonance structure. Don't let me down on exam day, guys. If you get this wrong, I'm just going to pull my hair out. My goodness. Okay, what we're going to do now, I want you to put all things away except a pencil or a pen. Do it now, do it quick, or you're going to run out of time.